I'm Carl Lucci with I Refuse to Fail Partnership. And during our group events, which are absolutely free, and you're welcome to join us at any time and right up there, both our partners and soon to be members will have an opportunity to talk about something that they know about that might be able to help people, non-salesy, just educational. And today, they have allowed me to do one, and I'm going to do one on something as a business consultant that I've talked to many, many people with that say, Carl, I do my proposal, I do everything the way I think it needs to be done. And at the end of it, the person says, I want to think about it, or I have to talk it over with somebody, or can I get back to you? And then nothing happens. Well, it's a true story that prospects will lie to you. Generally, they will lie to you. And the reason why they're lying to you is because they don't want to let you down and say no. But a way to alleviate a lot of that is in your preparation before the meeting. Now, every business is different. Everything you're selling is different. And so I'm going to give you a generalization, but anybody can feel free to reach out to me, at the I Refuse to Fail website there. Um, and I'll be happy to speak with anybody to try to help them with their particular situation if I haven't covered it. But mainly what it is if you set up the meeting, if it's a one-time meeting where you're selling something and it's the first time and the only time, that's, you can do that, but you better damn well explain what you do pretty well to where you can get that person to know what you do. Sometimes it takes two, sometimes it takes three times to meet with someone for them to get all the information. But once they have all the information, it should be time to do a close. And when you're going to do the close, many, many times it gets to the end and the person says, wow, I really like what you have there, Carl, but I really need to think about it. Or I need to talk it over with someone, or, whatever excuse they have to where they don't have to make the decision. Well, if you're at the point to where you can make a close before you do the meeting with them, set down the ground rules. There's nothing wrong with that, because if they're going to say I'm going to have to think about it, then you wasted their time, you wasted your time, and honestly, what they're saying is no, I don't want it. Okay, and 95% of the time, sometimes they need more information, but you can take care of that in the preparation. So if you start off at the beginning and say, why we're here today. Okay. I know that we're meeting because you need X, Y, Z, whatever it is, could be insurance or website, whatever it is that you provide. So will you be able to make a decision today if I've covered all your points of question, or if I've answered everything you need to have answered? Will you be able to make a decision? Because there's three ways this can happen. You can say it can end up with yes, which is great for you and great for me. No, which is fine with me, absolutely fine. You have every right to tell me, no, it's not for me. But what's unacceptable is the third one, where I need to think about it, or, geez, I need to get back with you. I got to talk with the group, or, whatever. That should have already taken place beforehand. Now, if the person says, well, I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to give you an answer today, so, well, what is it I can do to give you the information you need to make that decision? Because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time. You don't have to be nasty about it. You can be very cordial about it. Just say, look, you're busy, I'm busy. Let's meet when the other person is in the room that you need to talk with so I can answer all the questions. Or if you need to talk it to your group or whatever, write down all the questions, I'll answer them. And then will you be able to make a decision, and we can set up a time for next week or whatever. So you can get rid of a lot of that. People love to waste your time. I don't know why, but a lot of people like to waste your time, and they'll do it. And they'll let you go through a whole presentation to get to the end to tell you. And I will tell you this, 99.9% of the time, they're letting you down easy, but what they're saying is it costs too much. Okay. So you have every right to say, well, if you have to think about it, or what, is it the price? Let's just pretend that it isn't the price, or it is the price and you can't afford it. That's okay. maybe I can work out something with you, to where we can do it over a period of time if the product is, you know, can be done that way. Or I take MasterCard, American Express, PayPal, whatever you take, right? And maybe we can work something out because if you really want it, I hate to see you not have it. And then if they say, well, no, you know what, I just need to think about it. So, well, okay, I'm not going to ask you what you need to think about. Um, but if it's not the money, because if I gave it to you for free, would you do it today? And if you don't do it today and you don't do anything, may I ask you what it is you're going to do? If you've got this problem you need solved, or you're not feeling well and you want to feel better, what is it you are going to do? I would love to know what it is you're going to do because maybe you can help me. And another thing you can say in any kind of presentation, because you have every right to ask, you may not get the answer, but you have every right to ask, what did I do wrong? Did I not explain something well enough to where you're able to make the decision? You weren't going to get the sale. You know now. If you're not going to get the sale, you got nothing to lose and everything to gain by learning what you might have done wrong. Did I say something wrong? Did I come across too gruff? Was it me, or was it the product, or was it the service? I'd like to know, Mr. Jones, so that I don't make that same mistake next time, because obviously this is what I do for a living. And you would really be helping me if you tell me what I did wrong. And if they tell you, well, you didn't do anything wrong, so well, then then what is it that's going to take for you to make the decision? What do you need to think about? Do you know? And then see if you can get them just to be honest with you. You be honest with them, they be honest with you. And so, I mean, to me, it's just that simple. Okay. Now, a lot of people are afraid to do that because they're afraid of coming across as pushy or too salesy or whatever. For heaven's sakes, you're in the business to make money. Okay. And you don't have to be nasty with it. And every situation is different. And trust me, I've covered this with various clients who have different products and things where you have to change it up a little bit. But as an overview, I really think that if you set up your sales close properly in the beginning so everybody knows what the playing field is, okay, then you can either not have the meeting and do it when they do have the information. You can just stop the meeting because that's a waste of your time, or get them to say, yes, I can make a decision. And if they do say no, ask them, okay, that's fine, no problem. Let's just say you're not going to do it. What is it about the product or service that you don't like? What is it? Where is it that is making you say no? Because you'll be helping me with that. So, there's nothing wrong with asking them to help you. So basically, that's pretty much what I wanted to say, short, sweet, and to the point. But I think that it will alleviate a lot of headaches and waste of time meeting people that you're trying to close that just don't want to do anything, just pure honesty. That's all it is. So with that, I'm going to stop the recording, and then the people in attendance at our meeting today, we're going to talk a little bit about it, and I might be able to answer some of their questions or comments on this. So I appreciate if you made it to the end of this little video, and if you have a question about it, reach out to us at I Refuse to Fail, or if you'd like to be a part of one of our free events, feel free to fill out the form and set up a time to attend one of our events to talk about what you do. So with that, I appreciate it. Thank you.